Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's 3-card tarot read, we're going to be using the Trash Panda Tarot deck. This is actually a refilming. We've already asked our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters to help us to get good and clear guided messages that will hopefully lead us to our highest timeline, highest path forward, highest version of self. We've also hoped that these messages find us well. I want to take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio should you feel called to check in on the energy that you find in a collective read such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to explore the energy that's very specific and unique to your own set of circumstances. By clicking on the link in my bio, it would take you over to my link tree. There you can access a tarot service menu. Select among those options that which best suits your needs, as well as the method of payment which is most convenient for you. Once you do that, we can explore those energies together. Also, the link in my bio, there's another button there that says Instagram. If you click on it, you'll have the opportunity to continue to Instagram if you so choose, or you can go ahead and head over to YouTube. I'm trying to grow my presence on both of those platforms, so any interactions there, likes, follows, shares, subscribes, are greatly appreciated. It helps the app with the algorithm that allows others to find me. It also helps me to gauge the content and level of engagement, so that way I know that I'm putting out the highest level of quality of content for you all. And one last thing, it does allow for us to be able to interact with one another's energies should, heaven forbid, something happen to TikTok. As they say, we will always have Paris. That being said, let's take our attention and focus over to the tarot. So we did get the messages up front, but as I mentioned, there is a need to refilm. I didn't want to get rid of the original message, so I have everything preserved as it flew out. This is our starting energy, the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant card, okay, this is about, the Hierophant can represent the divine. It could represent spiritual ascension and or elevation. It represents going to the next level. It represents institutions like church, government, justice, right? All of these things. It represents society and societal conformity. It is the energy of tradition and culture, okay? So there is all of these elements here, but I feel like the message is that of divine guidance. Then we also have King of Swords energy, masculine, air sign energy. This is about, the swords are about communication and or thought, right? The masculine energy is about action towards that thought, but not just any old action. It is strategic, it is mature, it is wisdom, it is like a very, a very commanding presence here. So with that sword, with that thought being wielded by a king, someone who knows, who is trained in being able to use that thought, commanding presence. So this is someone who can speak their truth, right? This is someone who is capable of making good and clear decisions, someone who's wise, a seat of authority here, right? And then you also have next is Judgment. It's so funny that there's a cat on the card for Judgment, because I can think of no other animal that would uniquely apply to. The cat, I feel like if you own a cat, or if you've been with someone who has cats, cats are kind of judgy animals, right? Almost kind of like Scorpio vibes, or even like Virgo vibes, because like Virgos are like perfectionist, and no offense to any of my Virgo people out there, I happen to have a couple of Virgos in my life, and I know them to be, very like, they watch everything, and even if you don't think that they're judging you, they're low-key judging you, and it's just because like they're very critical, but they're not just doing that with themselves, they're also very self-critical, so they try to hold everyone else to that high standard as well. So back to Judgment, right? So okay, so the Hierophant, the divine, is calling this King of Swords energy masculine, air sign. So this is going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, could be Sun, Moon, or Rising, to make a decision. The Judgment is about a final decision. So I feel like the divine's saying, hey, buddy, you have a decision to make. What's it going to be? And the last card that we have, because this was a 3-card set, but another card popped out. This is 5 of Swords. So I feel like it's about a conflict, right? And it's interesting. So let's read this intuitively a little bit. I feel like there is a conflict here that involves the person that needs to make a decision. So the person that has, in essence, the swords, okay? I feel like there are 2 other parties that are involved in this conflict, and that there's almost like this wall or these fence around them. I feel like with the light that the person that needs to make a decision is getting illumination as to what they need to do in this particular sense. I feel like they have to choose between 2 people. Perhaps this divine masculine needs to choose between 2 feminine. And the energy at the bottom of the deck kind of supports that theory. 2 of Pentacles. It's about juggling. It's about weighing options. But it's also about moving on to a point of balance and or harmony, right? It's about trying to identify where the priorities lie and how to move forward from here. So, if you are the divine masculine, you have a decision to make. If you're the divine feminine, can't even talk today. If you are the divine feminine watching this, understand that your divine masculine is in the process of making a decision. So, that's the energy check that we have for you for today. May your manifestations burn bigger and brighter than you can possibly ask or imagine. May they come in much sooner than you expect. And may your soul contain or have all of the peace, love, and light that it can contain, rather. Until next time.